So the agenda I kind of have today for you guys is just kind of my philosophy of streaming, what I do, a couple of things for you guys to do and don't do while you guys are streaming, and not even necessarily just streaming in regards to networking and going into other people's communities, things to avoid. I have seen a couple of you guys do some of these things that I'm going to talk about, mainly because you guys are still new to the platform. I did it when I was still new to Twitch. To let you guys know, I've been on Twitch as a streamer on this account for near 4 years, actually. We'll talk about Twitch as a platform and for natural growth, if that's something that you guys are looking into. I'm going to shatter some dreams. I am going to be completely brutal today and tell you guys this first and foremost, that not all of you who want to stream should or will be successful at streaming. It's the truth that some of you may need to hear. All right, so let's talk about a couple of things, right? So my philosophy behind streaming. There are people on Twitch that stream just to have fun. There are people on Twitch streaming just for a business. You can't necessarily always stream and expect that you're going to become the next ninja or anything like that. In my opinion, if you're streaming for money and fame, you're in the wrong platform to begin with. Most people who are going to be streaming are doing it for fun, or they have a community that they've grown, or they want to start their own community. But most people I've noticed who want to stream to become famous, to have a lot of money from streaming, they tend not to be so successful. So first and foremost, if those are kind of the reasons why you want to start streaming, I will hate to say it, but you probably won't achieve the goals that you want to. Okay. Play games that you like. Don't play games because you want to have a lot of viewers. On top of that, things that you don't want to pay attention to while you're streaming is your viewer count. A lot of small streamers will really default on, ooh, I have a viewer, I have 2 viewers, I have 5 viewers, no one's watching me. No one's watching me, why am I streaming? Why am I talking to myself? My worst era was when I was playing Fortnite. Well, Fortnite's the first problem. You were playing Valorant earlier, right? So let's just take a look at Valorant. I don't know how popular Valorant is, but you were averaging, let's say 3-4 viewers, right? So just looking at the top viewers of Valorant, you have 62,500 viewers, 6 million people are following it, and you like playing Valorant. If you want to grow playing Valorant, it's going to be very hard. You can play Valorant because you love playing Valorant, that's the game that you enjoy playing. By means, stream it, but don't expect to grow from it. What I said earlier about you're not going to be able to be discovered off of Twitch, this is the reason why. I'm going to try to find single-digit streamers. 10, sure, 10 viewers. Twitch's API will always put their most viewed people from most to least. And for anyone to want to scroll down that far to find a streamer that didn't have a lot of people, are few and far between. It doesn't happen very often. You can definitely get lucky, but that doesn't mean that you're probably going to get a lot of viewers. So that's really rough, right? That's the problem of playing like an oversaturated game, like you said. But let me say, for example, Oninaki was a game that I enjoyed. It was a JRPG. But you take a look at it, 1.2 thousand followers, no live channels. Let's say Escape from Tarkov even. Escape from Tarkov is a game I play, right? I average, say, 15, 20 viewers while playing it. 7K, 1,000, 500, 500, 400. And let's scroll a little bit until where we see 15. I'm gonna lowball myself. You know, I'm towards the top of Tarkov, but by no means is it gonna be easy for me to get viewers like the people in the 20s, the 30s. Like if I was going to go look for a streamer in a game that I'm playing, I'm not gonna scroll so far down to find people. I'm gonna look for someone at the top that has some content that possibly will excite me. However, you networking, Karma, you popping into my stream, chatting, playing games, if we have games in common, you know, maybe I invite you to play games, maybe another streamer invites you to play games, and then all of a sudden, you know, you're a part of that community, they know that you're a streamer, they shout you out, you get growth that way. Also, like I said, if you have like clips of like really sick plays or anything like that, put it onto YouTube, put it onto Twitter. I don't even know if Tumblr is still a thing, but put it on Tumblr for all I care. Getting your content out there on other platforms will probably bring you more viewers than hoping someone clicks on your channel on Twitch. I saw the viewer count lost. So yeah, no, that's the thing. Never pay attention to your viewer count. It doesn't mean anything. One of the things I learned earlier on, and I don't know if they changed the algorithm, but if it says you have 0, 1, or 2 viewers, you actually might have more people in there viewing. If you're not engaging or interacting with the streaming, you're just kind of sitting there playing the game, not really talking, those people can get bored and leave. By the time they leave, or they might still be there, your viewer count might shoot up to 3 or 4, in which case if you notice it then and you try talking to them, they might be gone already. They might not be there anymore. So not having a viewer count on your stream, not paying attention to how many people are in your chat, and just consistently talking to yourself, to your chat. Even if there's one person in chat, talk to them. Basically, the more engaging, the more you're doing something so there's not dead air while you're streaming, the better. Because you might be talking about something. Maybe you're playing a game and you're talking about, what you're doing in the game. And someone might come in, they might see what you're doing, and they might talk, they might have a question, in which case you can start engaging with them. If I go into a stream and there is a person there just focusing hard on the game, no one's chatting, he's not talking, he's just sitting there playing game, it's dead air, I'd probably leave. I'd probably be pretty bored. So one of the skills definitely that you want to pick up is learning to talk to yourself. It's really fucking weird. It's really awkward, but it's an important skill as a brand new streamer to pick up. Bigger streamers and, once you get into like hundreds of viewers plus, chats move generally a lot faster, and as a streamer, it does get a little bit hard to pay attention to chat. I don't get that many people. I get 15, 20 people, but my chat still moves pretty fast sometimes that I do miss stuff. Don't feel bad about not reading every single message. Sometimes they will either A, repeat themselves, or B, a mod will let you know. Hopefully you have mods when you get to that space. Yeah, ultimately, the biggest takeaway here is not everyone's going to be suited for streaming. If you're trying to stream for fame and money, you're not going to make it. And if you do, congratulations, you beat the odds, but more than likely, you're not going to make it. And that's the sad truth. Don't pay attention to your viewer count. It can discourage you. And if you get discouraged, you put out bad content. Stream the games you like to stream. Just have fun playing the games that you want. And if you really are trying to grow, don't look at playing specific games because there are a lot of people playing it or the most popular people are playing, because that's not going to help you. Play the games you like playing, network, and that can bring in new viewers. Like I said, I had a handful of people who are part of my stream that are part of other people's streams because I've been networking with people, not just hoping that people like Tarkov gameplay and will come over and hang out. If you could change the Spanish community to an English one. So right now, is your community mainly Spanish, Slew? I'm Colombian, I've always been on Spanish, and I want to take a change. I think English one is better. Slew, if you want to change from like a Spanish-speaking community to an English-speaking community, I'll talk about how you can actually grow your community by integrating into a different community to begin with. Networking is very important, and let's talk about as a smaller streamer networking with a larger streamer. You want to go in to a larger streamer that you enjoy, go into their community, go into their chats, go into their streams, and don't even mention that you're a streamer. What you do is you want to become a part of their community, play games with them if they allow it, watch them, chat, interact. The reason why is not only do you become friends with the streamer himself, herself, themselves, you become friends with the people in the community. Now, for example, for me, anyone who comes in, I usually ask them about themselves. I usually ask them what they're into, what kind of games they're into, if they're a streamer, to tell me about that. And it kind of gives them a little bit of promotion through that way. Now, for people I know, for example, that come into my stream that are regulars that have hung out a bit, like Panda. Panda's a small streamer as well. I know this because I'm friends with him. I know I've seen him go live. I've hung out in his streams. We've chat outside of streams. I'm happy to, whenever he comes in with a raid, or even when he comes in just to chat and hang out, I'll tell people, hey, by the way, Panda's a streamer, go check him out. So that's the benefit ultimately of going into a larger community as a small streamer. You network by hanging out with people. You make new friends. And over time, if they know that you're a streamer, they might, throw you a breadcrumb. They might shout you out. They might, if you play similar games, invite you to play. Co-streams are not my favorite thing to do, but they do happen every now and then. So a couple of things with that. Now, if you're a smaller streamer, what would the benefit be for you to network with other smaller streamers? Well, if you have a community of 10 and this other small streamer has a community of 10 and none of them know each other, for example, you integrate your community by bringing raids or hosts over to this other community. Your members go over there. It makes you look good. They might do the same and they might bring their community over to yours. Now suddenly you guys have a joint community of 20 versus 10 each. That helps both of you guys grow. Now, for me, unfortunately, when I go in and host and hang out with larger streamers than I do, Because number one, I'm not big, by the way. 1,100 followers isn't big. I average 15, 20 viewers at a time. Larger than some of you guys, but it's nothing super amazing. What I do benefits myself, because if I'm hosting someone or rating someone with 5 viewers, with 10 viewers, and they're sitting at like 30, 40 viewers, it shows that, hey, I'm helping support your community by bringing some new people over. And by the way, I'm a streamer. You never want to actually say, hey, by the way, I'm a streamer. You just do the things you do. Networking's key. Network with both larger and smaller streamers. There's different ways of doing both. Now, a couple of do's and don'ts that I've noticed from some of the people that are coming in to, like, say, my streams, for example. You guys might not know that you're doing this, but I didn't either when I first started on Twitch. So one of the things that I've noticed some small streamers doing in my chat, for example, hey, I'm going to leave a lurk. I'm going to go start my stream now. That counts as self-promotion, technically. You're letting people in chat know, hey, I'm going to go do something else because I got my stream going on. Now, while that's not necessarily bad per se, it depends on who you are to the streamer. Most of the time, if you're in a close relationship with the streamer, if you're a close friend of theirs and you say something like that, the streamer usually will be like, okay, we'll have a fun stream. I try my best not to let it bug me, but you do that in larger streamers' chats, you can get banned, timed out. It does count as self-promotion, and it is looked down upon really badly on Twitch. So what do you do if you're watching a streamer that you like and you're hanging out with, and you plan to stream, you have to go live? All you have to do is be like, you know, hey, so-and-so, I had a lot of fun hanging out. I'm going to leave a lurk. I got some stuff to do. And leave it at that. Maybe they know that you're going live. You know, maybe they'll wish you a good stream. Hey, hope you have a great day. We'll see you soon. Take care. And leave it at that. Never just mention that, hey, I'm going to go live. I'm going to go start my stream now. I'll catch you later. It looks bad on you. And the community usually doesn't respond well to that. So that's one of the things that I've noticed that some people have been doing. My advice, try to avoid it. Talking about having low viewership or crying about, oh, my viewers just dropped, is a turnoff for a lot of viewer base. If not, some will start feeling obligated to stay because they pity you. Never try to play the pity card. Caspy's absolutely right. Stop whining that, you know, oh, I only have 1 or 2 viewers. It doesn't matter about the viewers. If you want to stream good content, focus on the content. Focus on talking to people, whether you have people there or not. Focus on talking, play the game. And if the viewers are there, the viewers are there. If there's no viewers, there's no viewers. And I told this story. Always stream like you have at least 10 people watching you. Doesn't matter if you have 1 or 2. Pretend there's 10. That way you're always constantly engaging and talking to your camera, even if there's no one there. Because, like I said, if someone comes into your stream and you're just sitting there, and they're probably going to leave. You're just super focused on the game, and they're not going to be interested on that. I guess a problem for me is I have a lot of a fault. Karma, I think your issue is your English structure is pretty piss poor. Very much like mine. All right, let me try this again. I guess is a problem for me is I have a lot of my follower base, base, from the EU, so I should be streaming earlier in the day. No, I'm just pulling your leg. All right, so that's one thing that's difficult, right? Is where your follower base is from, etc., etc. I can say that I have people from all over the world, unfortunately, so I can't really say like where my people are from. Like I have people in the West Coast, people in the East Coast that stay up super late for some goddamn reason. I have people like Storm, who's my mod from Finland, so like when I stream, it's like late morning, early afternoon for him. And then I know some people in the UK which sleep at normal times. Growing your community, Karma, in my honest opinion, will be networking and making friends with other streamers, whether they're your size or larger. If they're your size, you know, you can talk to them one-on-one, say, hey, I'm a streamer as well. What do you do? And talk about your tips and tricks. But when you do try to integrate with a larger community, definitely try to avoid talking about how you're a streamer as well. If they ask you, by all means, talk about it. So like whenever I get a new follower, a new viewer, when I'm gaming, when I'm streaming, not during this stream because I'm just trying to give you guys as much information as possible. Usually when people come in with a follow and I'm playing games or something, you know, I'll ask them, you know, what kind of games are you into? Are you a streamer yourself or do you just watch people on Twitch? And that way I can get some information about them. If they're a streamer, you know, I then ask them, oh, what kind of games do you stream? What's your schedule like? Things like that. But yeah, no, so the biggest part really, in my honest opinion, network. Go meet some people, go chat with them. Don't even mention that you're a streamer. Hang out, support them, and in time, it's an investment, right? You might get some attention back. Streaming is not something that you're going to be successful, famous, and have a lot of money immediately or ever. Streaming does take an investment of time, especially if you want to put on a good stream. You have to take time into creating your alerts, creating badges, and just working on it. So back to me saying that Twitch is not a discoverability platform. You need to post stuff on other platforms. The reason why I don't do that, unfortunately, is because I work an 8+ hour shift a day at work, and then I immediately go into streaming, and I stream like 6 hours to 8 hours, go to bed, wake up, repeat. I don't have the time, unfortunately, to do that. And as I grow bigger, if I get to a point where I can afford to pay like a designer to do like video edits, a video editor, I guess is what they're called, that's probably going to be in my wheelhouse eventually. There is a streamer, he also has a lot of videos on YouTube. His name is Devin Nash. I would highly recommend you looking at his content. Devin Nash basically does these seminars that I am giving you right now, and I'll post Devin's YouTube page. He actually had like a 1-2 hour seminar at a college campus. Is that for his YouTube page? And then his Twitch page is just Devin Nash. So you should go check him out. For anyone who is a small streamer in here, check him out. He definitely has a lot of information. He is a really big streamer though, so having that one-on-one conversation with him is a little bit rougher. If you ever look at his chat, it's always moving. Listen to a couple of Devin Nash podcasts, his streams, his videos. He has really good information. Network, it's very important. Never self-promote. You'll find yourself probably banned from a lot of channels real fast. Self-promoting is terrible. In regards to networking, make friends with the streamers, become part of their community. Not only do you make new friends, but you can get new followers and viewers that way. They might be interested, they might come. As a streamer, never have dead air. Continuously talk. Try to engage as much as you can, even if you have no one viewing you. So Twitch as a platform. Twitch is not a discoverability platform. You're not going to be discovered playing the games that you want to, just because that there are so many other streamers on here. There is an off chance that you will pick up a few followers because you're playing a game that they like, but the likelihood of you making it big playing something like Call of Duty, Fortnite, Hyperscape, like these big games that are out, is little to none. You won't get as much traction as you think you will. Twitch is great for streaming. However, being discovered on Twitch is a whole different thing. This is where things like networking, social medias, other platforms are very important. So if you have like small clips or you're good at video editing, putting some content out on YouTube, on Facebook, if you have a Facebook gaming page. I have a Facebook page, for example, but I don't post any videos or anything. I really should. I should listen to my own advice sometimes, and I'll tell you the reason why I don't listen to my own advice sometimes. But putting content out on other platforms really will help you get discovered. And then when they see your name, maybe they'll go over to Twitch, type your name and see it, come over and hang out. So a couple of things to think about there, right? Don't expect to stream off of Twitch and don't do anything else. So if you're not working on Twitter, on Discord, posting videos on YouTube, Facebook, and all those other websites, if you're not doing any of that, the chances of you just getting brand new people coming in is going to be really rough. On top of that, natural growth, that kind of goes into the whole natural growth part. It's going to be really hard to do that. Never do, if you're not an affiliate yet, follow for follows are great. It helps you get to the 5 or 50 followers that you need to become an affiliate, but don't expect the follow for follow, lurk for lurks to really help you. You can do lurk for lurk to help you kind of get to affiliate, but it's also kind of rough because you never know if they're actually lurking or not. So the best way to naturally grow your channel is, in my opinion, networking. Having some sort of source out there where you're not live, but people can type in Valorant gameplays, sick gameplays. You type something out and they can click on it, they can see it. And if you edit your videos so you know your Twitch page is in the information or in the credits or something like that, you know, they might come over and take a look. So I just want to give a final call, you guys, to anyone who might have questions. If you're not comfortable asking questions in a public forum like the chat, you can always join my Discord, !Discord. There's a whole fuck ton of pages, but you can find my username there. You can always direct message me and ask any questions you have. and I'd be more than happy to try to help out. But yeah, no, so not all of you are going to be successful at streaming, unfortunately. But if you do want to be successful, do put in a lot of effort and time into it. It takes a lot. Pineapple on steak. So, did you know, Ramirez, that if you blended a pineapple with a little bit of water and turned it into a mush and then put a really tough piece of meat in it and let it marinate like that for a few hours before taking it out, rinsing it, and then salting and cooking it, the enzymes in pineapple actually help break down the fibers and tissues in steak to kind of tenderize it, essentially? Did you know that? And pineapple does eat you while you eat it.